Good morning.
Good morning.
They're so funny. Are you ready to run?
No.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of skincare, nothing crazy, but we are going to go on a run this morning. I have recently been in love with the brand Mad Hippie, the Ultra Rich Barrier Cream. I've been obsessed with. I think it's my favorite cream I've ever tried, and none of this is sponsored or gifted, but I'm obsessed with them. Love a good vegan brand. So this is the Aqua Hot Gen 1, and here I'm just gonna put on hot. This is gonna heat up the water. I actually ran the AC a lot last night, so battery's at 48%, but I think it'll be okay to heat up some water. I have these very interesting looking socks that separate your toes. Tori convinced me to buy these. I don't know the benefits of them at all, but I'm always down for a weird time. They're so funny. Whoa. I also got some new tennis shoes. I got these Asics. I don't know, I think I've kind of told myself that once we move into the vans, I'll start training for a half marathon, but I'm also really scared for the idea of taking on something like that because I haven't ran more than a few miles in years.
Show me the light.
While Sarah's showering, I'm gonna make us some matcha. Milk is gonna froth on there. It's drawing 500 watts. Really hard to whisk this with a sprained wrist. I've been wearing like a little cast for the past few days, but I've been letting it breathe today because it's getting hot and sweaty. It's done.
Sundays are usually my off day. I don't do too much work, but I do plan my next week in my planner. I should just try to get into Google Calendars more because I do love the concept of like being able to look at your calendar on your phone. So maybe I should give it a fair shot, but something about writing it on paper I just like, I don't know. My battery is a little bit low in the van, so thankfully I have the Blue power station here, and I'm gonna use that so that I can use the air fryer. Guess I could air fry zucchini. Would that be good? The air fryer is pulling 1400 watts, so I'm really glad that I have the Blue power station because the van battery's low and I just love having this as a backup. And now I'm gonna make some vegan pulled pork and some other things for like a little bowl assortment, I think, for breakfast. I need to replace this pan. It is toasted. I've actually never tried this pulled pork before, but we have tried this brand of vegan bacon and it's so good. It's made of mycelium. I've been recently just in love with plant-based mycelium products. I feel like you can do so much with mushrooms, and plant-based brands are really exploring that right now, it seems like, which is exciting because mushrooms are also so healthy for you. So we're gonna try this and I feel very hopeful because the bacon is so good. Listen to how amazing these ingredients are. We have organic mushroom mycelium, organic coconut oil, organic sugar, natural flavor, salt. That's it. So I also have these vegan eggs. It comes with this black salt, which really makes it taste a lot more like egg, and so it's optional because even the smell, it just has a very eggy smell and flavor. I'm gonna put a little bit on, but I'm not going crazy with it. I also have some truff hot sauce I'm gonna put on top. Honestly, our mornings usually look like just getting up and then getting straight to work. But on Sundays, we take it a little more slow, and we've been trying to prioritize our mental health a little more and have some rest days.
I think your van being done has helped us prioritize that more because
True.
we actually have a nice space to be in.
We lived in so many different random places while doing my van build. We had no clue it was going to take as long as we did, so we really just thought, oh, a couple months living in a closet's fine. And then it ended up being years. So we lived in my friend's school bus, we lived in a yurt, we lived at my parents' storage room. I've been vegan for almost 10 years now, and I have had so many different vegan meals, but I feel like I've recently been really trying to try the new vegan stuff that's been coming out, try some different breakfast meals, because for so long I did tacos or tofu scrambles because that was my favorite and I loved it so much, and I still love it so much, but I've definitely been trying to branch out a little bit more. But see, I'm such a taco person, I was like half tempted to put it in a taco. I have some camera gear that has died, so I'm gonna plug it into the Bluetti. While traveling in the van, I always have a Bluetti power station of some sort as a backup power source in case my van battery's low, like today. This one is the Elite 300, and I'm gonna have the link in the description down below. This is the smallest 3 kilowatt hour power station on the market right now, so definitely makes sense for it to be in the van because it can handle so much, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna keep this out of the way and get a little bit of work done. I don't share too much behind the scenes of my job, but a lot of it is content creation and video work. I do also have a small business where I sell my jewelry, but over the past couple years, I haven't been doing that as often and regularly because I just haven't had the time with the van builds, but I want to dive more into that when the van builds are over. But for now, a lot of my time is spent thinking of some video ideas, so I wrote in my planner some ideas I have for the next week of things to film. I just got the iPhone 17 Pro as well, so I'm really excited to explore that and start working on some new shorts. I used to edit them on my phone on CapCut, but honestly, I have been more and more editing them on Final Cut Pro, which is where I edit my long form videos. I feel like just working on my laptop, it gets me in the mood. I feel like, oh, okay, I'm at work right now, I am locked in, whereas being on my phone, it's so easy to swipe to a social media platform and get distracted. I also just like Final Cut Pro better. I feel like it's a more professional platform than CapCut. Not that CapCut is bad. Like, I think CapCut is great. Tori says it's bad. Right now, since the van build is recently somewhat done, a lot of my reels have been about the van build. So I have like this how I shower post where I go through my shower. I have one about the incinerating toilet, and then I have some videos here about like the van build and the shower and stuff like that. It's all in this library, nice and organized. This is a package I got from Bluetti, who I have worked with for years. For Christmas, I actually am just now opening it now because I was traveling when I received this. That packaging is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It actually has a pattern where you can see the light coming through. That is so beautiful. This feels very Chinese, and if you didn't know, I am half Chinese. I also recently got these sand cloud blankets. I actually didn't choose these. They sent them to me. They asked for my favorite color and I said yellow, and I love what they chose. This is a huge party blanket. I feel like all our friends can easily fit in this. This is actually huge. Oh, I kind of like that.
Thing ever.
I don't know if that goes with it, but what do you guys think? I think that's pretty cute. Ooh, this is a beach towel. That's nice. That's so cute. I love it. This is a really good sized beach towel also because it's doubled in.
Yeah,
whoa. See, even okay, this is
I love
perfect for you and I, and then the other one's perfect for like all of our friends we can fit in.
I also got a very exciting package from Swim. They're one of my favorite swimsuit brands. They're very size inclusive. It's a baby blue and white swimsuit. It's so perfect. I'm really excited to bring this to Europe.
Wow, this blanket is the perfect size. This morning we're gonna do something that we have been avoiding, and we are going to completely undo everything we've done on our knitting projects. But I'm gonna try to make this a celebration, okay?
A celebration? Of what?
A celebration of failing.
Okay.
No, you know what I mean? Because I think that one thing I've learned this year specifically with doing the van builds and mainly doing the van builds, every single project I've done in the van build, I've failed at once. And I feel like it's really gotten to my head, gotten to my mental health. I felt like a failure, you know? This is another thing that I failed at. And I just want to shift the narrative. Like failing isn't always bad.
For me, this is a morning process.
Essentially, we spent days working on this beanie. This is my third beanie. That's her second beanie. We learned how to make stripes and we're so proud of them. But as we've gone on, we've realized that these are going to be beanies for giants. We we did like 100 different stitches for the cast on. I think we were supposed to do like 50 to 70. I don't know though, like part of me is like, should I just continue? Like, is it really gonna be that big? I might do different colors because I love your colorway, but I don't know if I like mine. To be honest, we haven't been knitting in the last week because I think we've been so afraid to do this and so sad about this. Want a refreshing cold drink, so I'm gonna make a smoothie. I have frozen bananas. I'm gonna use blueberries and oat milk. These are like mega blueberries. Come here, you want a frozen blueberry? Oh my gosh, he loves those. He's going crazy for them. Oh my gosh, you like how cold it is? On a hot day. Can you lick my fingers? Lick. Good boy. Can you speak? Good job. All right, we're gonna add oat milk to this mixture. Smoothies ready. Even though the Elite 300 has a huge capacity of 3 kilowatt hours and it can easily handle anything I would possibly need it to in the van, it's also really small and lightweight, which is great because I can bring it outside for picnics. I'm going to start with a new knitting project and I'm finally excited about it. I've been postponing undoing this for so long because again, I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to erase all my hard work. I feel like society puts so much emphasis on talent and being naturally good at things, but I honestly think what makes people appear talented and appear really skilled is the ability to just fail and continue to try at it. There's so many things that I've done that people may look at me and be like, oh, she's a good builder, or oh, her videos are great. My videos sucked in the beginning. Like I look back at the videos I made when I was in college and I am so embarrassed and cringed out by myself. They were so bad, but I just continued making them even though I wasn't good at it. Photography, the photos I took in the beginning were horrible. I can't even tell you how many beanies I've redone in the beginning of this knitting process. I've been recently needing this reminder and maybe you do too, but if there's something you're doing right now that you enjoy and you're not that good at it, just keep going. I feel like society's always telling us that we need to be good at something to enjoy it, but sometimes doing things is just fun even if you're not good at it. The more you do it, you will get better at it before you know it, but the most important thing is to just enjoy it along the way. I'll keep you guys updated on my next knitting project and how that's going. That's it for this week's video. If you guys have any questions, let me know because we're going to be doing a bit of a life update and we have some things to share with you. Actually, I've already seen a lot of your questions about like what's going on, what's happening with Tori's van build, what are you guys doing? So
What are we doing?
we're going to dive into all of that in next week's video. So ask any questions you have down below and we'll address it next week. And we'll see you guys then.